Hi there, it's Clive here again, and I am so excited today. Why? Because 2 years ago I read about a drink from Silicon Valley that basically said, you don't have to find all the perfect ingredients to find a really healthy meal when it can be combined in an easy, convenient drink with all your minerals and nutrients that you need in a convenient form. And that has led me down the path of all these meal replacement reviews that I've done. And that particular drink was not available in the UK. And as of last week, it is now available. Some 2 years after I started on this journey, it is now available in the UK. And it is the daddy of meal replacement drinks. And that is, of course, Soylent. This is what kick-started it all. Soylent really kicked off in Silicon Valley a few years ago. It's been through a number of iterations, but it was basically put together on the basis that surely there's a more simple way of getting your body's nutrients and vitamins that it needs in a convenient form than, as I say, having to sort of make sure that you're buying all the right foods, cooking the right stuff and living a healthy lifestyle. You know, these Silicon Valley types, they're busy guys, they're programmers and girls, they're programmers and engineers. They haven't got time for that. So this is who it's aimed at. And it's been through a number of iterations. There's been some issues with it in the US. I think it started off as a powder form and then was a bar. They had a few issues with people having a few sort of problems with the bar, and they've changed the recipe. They launched it in Canada, and I know the Canadian Food Agency had issues with it and it was banned briefly in Canada, but they've kind of changed the formula and now they're bringing it to Europe. And as I say, it launched, you can get it via Amazon now, and it launched in the UK officially last week, and this was the delivery. And to say, in the last 2 years I've been using things like Huel. There are other ready-made drinks that I've reviewed, Manna and Saturo, which have sort of stolen a march, but Soylent is the baby of them all. So, and here it is, Soylent. Now I've gone for the original here. Started in Silicon Valley sensation, it's now in the UK. Each bottle of Soylent delivers a ready-to-drink meal with the nutrition you want, breakfast reformatted. Basically 20 grams of plant-based protein, 26 added vitamins and minerals. So the idea is this replaces your normal meal. This is not any particular flavour, it's not sort of a vanilla-y flavour or anything, but they've sort of added, sweetened it to sort of make it palatable. They do a couple of other flavours which look really interesting, cacao and cafe mocha. Cafe mocha I'm particularly interested in, and a number of people have said that's amazing. But like all the other meal replacement shakes, it's basically got the 26 vitamins and minerals that our body's meant to take. In here, per serving, it's 400 calories, so that's not bad. Presumably you have to take 5 of these a day. That seems a lot. So anyway, I mean, look, that's enough of the jibber jabber. This is going to be my first taste. I'm going to take this to work as well tomorrow. So a 12 pack, this is the 12 pack of 414ml drinks, was 31 quid. Sure, I paid 39, it's gone down. 31 pounds from Amazon in the original flavour. They're all the same, about 31 pounds for a 12 pack. £2.60, £2.60 a drink, which is quite expensive. But again, compare that to a sandwich. This is going to basically replace your sandwich at work. So compare £2.60 for a sandwich is pretty good. I think I must spend 4 quid on a sandwich and stuff at work quite comfortably. Convenient because I'm going to lob this in the bag and Bob's your uncle. There's no mixing. There's no sort of taking the powder into the work and then mixing it with water and everybody going, oh, what are you doing? There's no preparing it at home and then putting it in a kind of flask type steel bottle, which I sometimes do. I just grab and go. Obviously, environmentalists out there might think, well, there's a lot of waste, just one bottle, but there you go. It's a balance of, you know, always a balance of convenience and waste. That's always the way. Anyway, let's have a drink and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. And I will be doing a video later on when I've sort of tried it for a while to say I'm going to be taking this to work to see how it is. This is just a kind of unboxing, as it were, first taste. Here we go. Or do we have to shake it? It doesn't say, but I'll give it a little shake because sometimes the ingredients can settle. Just give it a mix. After opening, reseal, refrigerate and consume within 3 days. So if you don't finish it, put it in the fridge. Right, here we go. It's exciting times. I was looking back at my old videos 2 years ago since I did my first Huel video. You can check it, which is the big one certainly in the UK. It comes in powder form. That's what I found when I couldn't source any Soylent in the UK 2 years ago. And just check out all my videos for the kind of history. So let's take that off there. Right, here we go. Oh, smell it first. Okay, this is wow, yeah, there's sort of a biscuity in a nice way. Oh, it smells like biscuits, sweet biscuits. Sweet biscuits. Like just baked. Without the heat. That's a nice smell. Anyway, let's see what it can taste like. So I've got this oaty bit. You say taste is half smell. And I'm getting a real taste of biscuits. Like sort of sweet, digestive-y sort of biscuits, but I don't sort of taste that strong taste. This is sort of a bit oaty, but not too oaty. As I say, this is not the vanilla version, but it is their original version. So I think it's a good one to compare to the others. The smell is delicious. The smell is fine. The taste, it's, you know, it's pleasant. It's not sweet. There's not a kind of massive discernible taste, but it's very drinkable. But the smell, oh, that smell of biscuits. So I'm going on about it, but it feels like I've just taken a tray of freshly cooked biscuits out of the oven. That's what it smells like. Yeah, there's not a strong taste of anything other than the smell that I described, and just a hint of sweetness, and because of the smell, there's sort of a hint of biscuitness, but as I say, it's sort of flavourless, if that makes sense, but without being disgusting. As I say, that there's just enough sweetness to it, a nice smell that makes it very drinkable. I am pleasantly surprised. This is nice. It's smooth, it's not bitty. As I say, there's no strong taste to it. So my people say, well, it's quite bland. But I quite like that. It's bland with a hint of sweetness and a smell of biscuits. That's the best way to describe it. So the real test will be, over the week, as I try it, kind of what my general response is. The main difference apparently between the US and the UK one is in the US version there's a man-made form of vitamin K, but that's about the only difference. You've got soy protein isolate from soybean meal, maltodextrin, which is of course a long-chain carbohydrate made up of glucose. Used as a thickener preservative. It's in most of the powders that we've tried. Not in the Huel, oddly enough, but in all the other drinks you find it. Isomaltulose, which is a sweetener with glucose and fructose in it. Soya lecithin, soluble corn fibre, gellan gum, produced by the bacterium Sphingomyces elodea, It's a gum, a water-soluble polysaccharide with an additive in food and beverage personal care industries to provide texture. Okay, so that's just to give you texture apparently. Cellulose salt, sucralose, which is a sweetener, but not very much of it, as I say, and a vitamin and mineral premix. And it's fine. I like this, and if the cafe mocha version and the cacao version is just this with a hint of those flavours, they're going to be delicious well, I imagine. So I'm going to be trying those next, but for now this is quite good. Price wise, once I've sort of tried it out for a week, I'll do a comparison with Saturo, which is the other sort of ready-made drink of a similar size. There's also Mana, and obviously Feed, which you make up, so maybe I won't do that comparison. I'll just do the ones which are come as ready-made drinks and compare it with this. But this is my first trial of and first unboxing of Soylent, which is now available in the UK. I'll leave a link down below to the UK version of the site so you can check it out. If you have any comments, have any questions about this that you want me to sort of try and answer, then let me know. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below, and make sure you watch out for my next video, which I'll tell you how it's been using this as a replacement lunch and breakfast for the next few days or week or so. So until then, thanks for waiting for 2 years for me to try out Soylent. Until then, thanks, and I'll see you soon.